Naira Marley has finally spoken up in an interview with Reno Omokiri, and he has revealed a lot of shocking things that I think makes him look bad. This isn't good for you, Naira Marley. I know this interview was for you to speak your piece and say your part and maybe defend yourself a little so that you can get our compassion, maybe a little bit. But from the entire interview, it looks like things only just got worse. For him to give us answers to the questions we've been asking, it seems like Naira Marley only gave room for more questions. First thing first, clearly, Reno asked him if he killed Mohbad, and obviously he said no.
People have said, and it's been reported, that you had a hand in his death. Now I'm asking you directly, whether indirectly or directly, did you have any hand in the circumstances that led to the death of the young man known as Mohbad?
No.
I wasn't expecting him to say yes. I don't know if we're expecting him to say yes.
He made some startling allegations. He said that, it was almost prophetic. He said, if anything should happen to him, that the world should hold you responsible. Now, why would he say that?
Today, I don't understand. I don't know why. I tried to get him help.
I feel like this is the ultimate gaslighting. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know Naira Marley personally. I wasn't exactly a big fan of his. I knew his music. But it's looking like Naira Marley has this gaslighting issue. There's a thing about him that seems like he is the mastermind of gaslighting. He means to tell us that he did not play any role in frustrating this boy's life. Everything he said in the interview kind of made him seem like a good person, made him seem like a good guy. It's just the entire opposite of everything that Mohbad has made us believe about the Malian music and Naira Marley himself. It's almost like somebody is lying. Is Mohbad lying or is Naira Marley lying? Because from this interview, it's the flip side. If Naira Marley had taken a little bit of responsibility, if he had admitted to a little thing on what it may have caused directly or indirectly, it would have probably made him look better in our eyes, because there is no way that this guy is telling us that even in death, Mohbad was insane. Mohbad did not know what he was saying. Mohbad was still on drugs. Mohbad was paranoid. He was crazy, making it seem like there was no reason for him to be accused of wanting to kill Mohbad. After the interview continues, there was a part where he was asked, about the NDLEA arrest that we've been talking about.
Mohbad was not among the people. Mohbad, I didn't have to bail Mohbad out anyway when I got back. So I had to, it was only Zeno and the rest. I had to bail out. Mohbad was already out. So it was that paranoia. It was when he was out. Zeno was still in with NDLEA at this time. When he made that video, I wasn't around. I was outside Nigeria. When he made that video saying, if he die, they should hold Naira Marley and the Malians.
And the entire interview, for me, from what I got, Naira Marley just kept repeating one thing. I was out of the country. I was out of the country. I was out of the country. I cannot count the amount of time he said I was not in the country in this interview. It's almost as if he was trying to establish his alibi. It's almost as if he's already singing it to our ears that I was not in the country, I was not in the country. But the point or the bottom line is, you don't need to be in the country for you to commit the act. And I feel like the more he keeps singing it to us that he wasn't in the country, the more suspicious it just looks. He did address the NDLEA incident and also addressed the video that Mohbad made in the live video where he accused him of wanting to kill him. And he said something that he was not in the country when that happened, that he wasn't even arrested along with the boys that the NDLEA came to arrest in his house, that he was abroad and tried to bail them. Initially, I thought he was among them, but it turned out that he wasn't among them. It was just Zeno and Mohbad and a group of other people. Although NDLEA had come out to say that Mohbad wasn't among them when they came to arrest those people. And Naira Marley also corroborated the story. I don't know if NDLEA and Naira Marley are working together, but all of a sudden Naira Marley is saying that when he called to bail all of them out that had been arrested in his house, they said Mohbad was not among, that Mohbad was not there. He had left and he had been released, or he wasn't among them when he was arrested. So he also mentioned that he got confused when Mohbad did the live video and that there was no basis for him to do so, which is very dismissive to me. It's very frustrating to see this boy cry and weep, sweating his entire video, calling and begging for his life. And Naira Marley is saying he was crazy, basically, saying Mohbad was just acting out of a mental disorder somewhat, almost like there was no basis for him to do that. And this is why I keep saying Naira Marley might just be the biggest gaslighter I've ever seen. He kept repeating he wasn't in the country. Yeah, you weren't in the country, but you have boys. You have a team of people who can, do your dirty work for you, even if you're not in the country. Let's not act like you not being in the country equals you being completely innocent or not complicit in this situation. And now he did also mention that he confronted Mohbad afterwards when he came back because of that video, and he tried to get Mohbad to apologize. And Reno Omokiri asked him a question that I think I also wanted to know. Because in a live video, Naira Marley said Mohbad apologized. And Naira Marley claimed that there is a video of that apology. And Reno asked for him to play the video.
He apologized to you?
Yes, he
Do you have
apologized.
proof of that? Do you have proof, like maybe a recording or a witness or anything?
Yeah, the second, like, there's I have videos of that. I have videos of that, me speaking to him, like.
And apparently, I don't think he played that one. There was another video he did play of him speaking with Mohbad on the phone, and we heard Mohbad talking with him. But the only problem is, it seemed like it was a video call, but we didn't see Mohbad's face in the phone, which meant that, how do I put it? It was hard for people to believe it was Mohbad. But in the entire video, which was mostly in Yoruba, he and Mohbad seemed to be addressing the issue that Mohbad accused him of wanting to kill him. And I don't doubt that Mohbad must have agreed or apologized, but there is no evidence of the apology. The only evidence that he presented or he showed was where he was speaking with Mohbad's father and mother over Mohbad's misbehavior, forgetting password, forgetting lyrics on stage, and acting off. And the parents kept promising that he would do better, begging on his behalf. However, though, Naira Marley did say that he spoke to Mohbad's wife, that Mohbad's wife called him, and they had a recording of that conversation where Mohbad's wife called him and told him that Mohbad was locking himself in the bathroom and was trying to do something stupid. And that was when Naira Marley claimed he spoke to the wife, and he had it on recording. And Reno asked him to play the evidence that he had so people would see.
So his wife,
Yeah.
because I don't know if they are legally married, so I'll just say his partner, his civil partner, called you and told you he was acting funny, was a bit suicidal. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yes, like he locked himself in the room. This was after he made the video that I wanted to kill him. So, and I was so concerned for him. So I called him to just try give him rest of mind. Like, what's the stress? If your family is stressing you, how leave? I had that I recorded that down. I don't know why. I just found it the other day.
So you said you have a recording of that incident.
Yes.
Are you willing to play that recording live now? Are you willing to play it for now, the whole world to hear?
And Naira Marley did. But the only problem is, only him was speaking throughout the entire phone call or throughout the alleged recording, because Reno kept asking, do we hear her speak? Do we hear the girlfriend speak? Was she ever in that phone call? But for the whole part that was played, only Naira Marley was speaking to someone who never responded.
Naira Marley àti Mariam nísìnyí
Can we hear her voice? Did she speak?
Which to me was a flop. Which to me, I don't know how this will hold ground in the court of law. So pretty much the wife can easily deny she didn't speak with Naira Marley. And if Naira Marley is claiming that the wife did, and that is the video evidence he has where the wife doesn't speak at all, yeah, he's going to need more than that to prove to us that he actually spoke to the wife over whatever happened to Mohbad when he was having his mental breakdown at some point. Moving on, he was also asked about DJ Splash. You guys remember DJ Splash, the young boy who was supposed to be in the Malians group or Malians record, that was this very talented DJ that supposedly worked with Malians, only for him to have his career turned upside down when he was believed to have been made to run mad and poisoned and drugged so that he cannot progress in his music. In an interview with Iyabo Ojo with DJ Splash family, DJ Splash claimed that his life started turning around with the Malian records when he expressed his interest to start making music. And that was when DJ Splash claimed they connived to poison him and make him run mad.
That will make them started planning things on me and trying to say maybe I should go mad. And them to say, okay, this is mommy record, giving mommy to have orientation, making you say, nah, no be say na this work wey you wan dey do wey we no like am, na him we wan make him mad, make things just happen to am, make him run mad. So when I get home, I tell my mommy that, mommy, this is what's going on. This work I'm doing is not like I'm trying to make a better funds. Like,
I'm not going to lie, when I did watch that original interview with Iyabo Ojo, I did have my reservations. In my opinion, he didn't really say anything because there was nothing really he was saying, apart from the accusation that they tried to poison him. Although when Naira Marley responded to Reno, Naira said that DJ Splash was never signed to Malian Record at all.
I saw a video of a young man. His stage name is DJ Splash. DJ Splash. Now, he did a video with a woman called Iyabo Ojo. And in that video, he said that he used to live with you and that, he sounded like a bit paranoid. He said that he had overheard you and that you had malevolent intentions towards him and towards Mohbad. Now, do you want to respond to that?
DJ Splash, number one, he was never signed to Malian music.
Naira Marley basically just denied this boy, that he was just a groupie, that he was just part of the people who came around. And you can agree that Naira Marley and his Malian group, there were always a lot of people around there that we don't know who is the artist or who is the friend or who is the neighbor. In Naira Marley's defense, they were always having a group of boys around him who we don't really know their place there. I mean, I only know Zeno and Mohbad, although there are many other people there and we don't know what their function is. So Naira Marley basically made it look like DJ Splash is lying, that whatever happened to DJ Splash happened to him when he had gone home and not in his premises. I don't really know. He said DJ Splash was never signed, so he was never part of the record. He never DJ'd for him. He never done anything for him. He was just a fan that came around them and they're allowed to be in their midst. So he cannot take responsibility for that, which is ironic because even the one that was signed to you, Naira Marley, you're still not taking responsibility for that. You're still gaslighting his feelings. You're still making it look like Mohbad had mental health issues. I'm sorry to say that is what Naira Marley is making it seem like. It's making it seem like everything Mohbad did say was as a result of his paranoia, that there was no basis for him to be afraid that anyone was after his life, which is ironic given the fact that your good friend, Sammy Larry, was seen in tapes physically abusing him and had been reported in a petition for abusing Mohbad. So we are going to go to that Sammy Larry part of the interview, because that is a part I feel like, wasn't dug deep. I don't think Reno Omokiri knew the extent of how that part would have impacted or changed the interview. Reno Omokiri, I don't think he did a good job with that Sammy Larry part. Maybe he does not understand the extent, because that would have been a good part to hold Naira Marley a little bit accountable. A little bit, just a little bit. Because Naira denied that he asked anybody to beat Mohbad. He denied ever laying hands on Mohbad, which I can agree to, because obviously one-on-one Mohbad will fuck him up. So I understand that he could not have done it physically, but there have been videos and records. There's even a record of Mohbad complaining that his phone has been taken by a group of Malian boys. And in the video, you could hear Mohbad say Naira Marley was there.
You can see now at this fucking hotel. My guy just left now. The Chanjalea, what's it called? By them Samilari and all. My phone is with them. You understand?
Well, my worry. Starting the lane, finishing ball. You see what's going on, yeah? Naira Marley people and...
So why is Naira Marley acting like he had never seen Mohbad get beaten? He had never, he just acted. The gaslighting is so real that at a point I'm like, I felt so offended for Mohbad. So when Reno Omokiri asked Naira Marley about his involvement with Sammy Larry, citing that Sammy Larry has on multiple occasions physically attacked Mohbad, and Sammy Larry is his friend, Naira Marley claimed that he has no idea what that was about. He claimed he never sent anyone to hit Mohbad, that he has no understanding as to why Sammy Larry was attacking Mohbad.
There's no truth whatsoever. Even if you do look at his police statement, it never mentioned Naira Marley involved or anything. I don't have no issue with him whatsoever. I don't have no issue. I don't want no one to beat him. I've never instructed anybody to touch him. I've never touched him. You'll never see a video of me touching him. I've never sent anybody to touch him.
Then what about the other man in question? You know, the man who the Elegushi family have now come out to disassociate themselves with, and then the governor of Lagos has also come out to disassociate himself with. Are you connected to him in any way?
We are friends. Like I have a lot of friends, you know. We are friends.
Okay, okay. Now, in your friendship with him, have both of you had encounters together with Mohbad while he was alive? Did you have encounters, both of you, with him?
Never, ever.
Okay.
Never ever. Like I said, you see, not even just me and the
But let's assume Naira Marley is saying the truth. Does it now mean that whatever issues that Sami Larry and Naira Marley had no relationship with the Malians' record? Is that what it's saying? Is that what it's giving? Because now there are rumors that Sami Larry and Mohbad were dragging the baby. And if Naira Marley is claiming that Sami Larry's beef with Mohbad had nothing to do with him on his record label, then what is the beef about? Why is this big old man going after this little boy with thugs and canes, flogging him and beating him and causing injuries on him? What would that be? What is that about? We never really got a concrete answer from Naira Marley on this part, and that is because Reno did not ask the right questions. So I would have loved to know what he thinks about it. I would have loved to know if Naira Marley had seen the videos of Mohbad getting harassed by Sami Larry, and how did he react? And since they are friends and they've been seen together, did he ever question Sami Larry about what he was doing to Mohbad? Because all of a sudden, in the entire interview, it seems like Naira Marley is trying to gaslight us into thinking that Mohbad was crazy and delusional, regardless and despite the fact that we are seeing interviews and videos everywhere. I'm not going to be surprised that of all the things that Mohbad suffered in the hands of Naira Marley, gaslighting is one of them. Because in my opinion, everything in this interview was just gaslight, gaslight, and gaslight. Even when it came to the point of presenting evidence that would vindicate him, he still flopped in that department. Yes, he had a video with Mohbad, but the one time you have to show us Mohbad's face, you did not. When it comes to recording his father and his mother talking to you about password and phone and his behavior, you had a full phone and a full 17 minutes video of that. I feel like it's going to be tough for Naira Marley to defend himself. I feel like if he ever comes, or if this case ever goes to court for some reason, it will be difficult for Naira Marley to defend himself, because maybe you can gaslight a 27-year-old boy who wanted fame so badly, but you can't gaslight everyone else, because there are issues here. The important thing here is you need to talk about the beating that this boy suffered. Yes, he mentioned about the petition that was filed and said that his name wasn't there. Good, but your friend named Sami Larry was there. So did you ever have any discussion with Sami Larry as to why he is attacking Mohbad? Do you think it has nothing to do? Do you think now that if we called Sami Larry to speak up as to why he went after Mohbad, he would not mention your name or your record? Because I don't think Naira Marley right now is thinking about the big picture. He's only thinking about himself, not realizing that everything he's saying here could backfire. Because, to be honest, it's not looking good for him. This interview only did more harm than good to his involvement in this whole chaos. He did not even take a little bit of accountability, which is my frustration. If for some reason he can admit to a little thing that may have played a role into his frustration or mental health, not directly causing his death, it should have been a lot more respectful, because you can't come here and say for years and all the evidence and all the videos we've been seeing and all the time this boy kept talking about Malian music and talking about you and how you're destroying his career, how you're frustrating his business, how you're sending boys after him to get him beaten, boys that are associated with you. You want to tell us that all those things did not happen. You want to tell us that all those things did not happen. And then there was a part where he kept saying something, and I like what Reno did. Aside saying he was not in the country, he was not in the country, he was abroad, he was in London, he was in America, trying to establish his alibi. One other thing that Naira Marley kept repeating was, I tried to get him help. I was trying to get help for him. I wanted the best for him. I was trying to get him help. Like, this was something he repeated multiple times. And Reno also got fed up and was like, all right, what did you do to get him help? What did you try?
Best, because you keep saying that, you try to help him, What professional help did you get for him? Because obviously he's suicidal based on what you're saying and based on some of the things that we've seen. And then in that situation, like if it was me, I would try my best, like maybe to get him to see a shrink or to get him to see a professional. What help did you render?
Like I did pay for a lot of scans. Like
And Naira Marley did answer that question reasonably. He did say that he offered to do scan, that a lot of the help he tried to get from Mohbad was the medical help, where he had to do scans, which I'm confused as to what does scan have to do with paranoia. You claim that this boy is paranoid and has mental health issues. Why are you paying for scans for him? Is a scan supposed to reveal the madness in his brain? Moving forward, he did also say he offered to send Mohbad abroad to get mental health checkup. And that, I think that was when he was talking with the parents. But Mohbad told him, or Mohbad declined it and claimed that only his parents would understand and only his parents can, help him. All of this was while he was still in the record label. So the claim is he offered to send Mohbad abroad to seek medical help for his paranoia, but Mohbad refused and said that he wanted his father and his mother to help him. So this is what Naira Marley is claiming, that was how he tried to help, which to me is fair and reasonable, because now we just need to hear from the parents and the family if Naira Marley ever did. Because right now, minus the murder case or minus his death case, we also have to look into the behaviors and treatments that Mohbad suffered in the hands of Malian music, because it seems like that played a whole lot of role in this guy's frustration. Even though bullying might not be a crime, but this looks like something we need to investigate. This looks like, even though Naira Marley would not get punished for it, it looks like something that needs to come out to the public. We need to know what Mohbad suffered in the hands of Naira Marley, because Mohbad has a lot of evidence, has presented a lot of evidence. Even in his death, there's a lot of exhibits that shows that he went through hell in the hands of Naira Marley and the Malian boys. However, Naira Marley is saying that nothing happened. In all Naira Marley's point of view, he's just claiming he was only trying to help Mohbad. And not like he was trying to help Mohbad from Sammy Larry or the boys. It's not like he was trying to protect Mohbad from being beaten. He kept making it seem like he was trying to help Mohbad from himself, and that Mohbad was the cause of his problem. Towards the end, though, Naira did assume or claimed or wanted us to shift focus from him. He was trying to claim that, or he was trying to insinuate that Mohbad may have joined cults, and it's a group of cultists that he had met after he left Malian Records that are dealing with him, that they're just trying to pin it on him. And, I'm not going to lie, that is a possibility. But for now, all we know is you. And you just have to come and clear your hands and clear your doubts and then move on. Because it's not looking good for you, Naira Marley. It's not looking good. Because after he left a record label, he was still dealing with a lot. So it's not easy for anyone to not see that you are complicit in this. The rest of the interview is in Reno Omokiri's page. You can check it out yourself and form your own opinions. But these are just my thoughts. These are just the part I thought maybe I could address, because these are the part I felt are important to me as regards this case. He did also say he's willing to come back to Nigeria if security is assured for him. And I agree with him on that, because if he was in the country, it would be really detrimental to his case, because I feel like he would have been lynched. I feel like a lot of angry crowd would have gone to his house and done something harmful to him. That is what I feel. And, I agree that he needs security, because he still needs to prove his innocence. That is what I feel. And I feel the security is needed, because in the end, we need him to face the law. And with the way everyone is angry, there's a chance that if he's not properly protected when he comes to Nigeria, he might get hurt and killed. And I don't think that would be the solution. Personally, I do not think. Because despite the fact that he's the biggest gaslighter, he still needs to prove himself. I understand in a situation like this, everybody wants to keep their hands clean. Everybody wants to defend themselves, and he has the right to. But at the same time, Naira Marley should not make it seem like this boy was crazy throughout. Should not make it seem like he did not, or he's not aware that any of his boys attacked Mohbad. It should not make it seem like he did not know that Sammy Larry attacked Mohbad. It's frustrating. It's a very hurtful thing, because gaslighting is one of the worst things that can happen to an individual. In case you don't know what gaslighting means, I can't even explain it, because it's pretty much a manipulative tactic to make you see that all your problems are your fault, or all the issues that you're facing don't exist and it's all in your head. Gaslighting can make someone run mad. Gaslighting can make someone have and develop mental issues, because the one person that is causing you this pain is not admitting to it. The one person that is making you go through all of this is literally telling you that, oh, sorry, that did not happen. Oh, wait, Sammy Larry flogged you. That never happened. It's all in your head. I need to get you help. Do you want to go abroad? Do you need me to do scan for you? I'm trying to get the best help that you can. Please protect him. Because this is what Naira Marley kept saying in the interview. Please protect him. Keep him safe. Don't make him do anything. Don't make him run out. Acting like he was caring for this boy. It's like, what is going on? This boy literally left your record because of harassment and you unable to pay him royalties. This boy is being bullied by your very close friend Sammy Larry. This boy, there's videos of this boy having his phone stolen, running mad, and having boys who were associated with you. Like, we've seen it. It's one thing to gaslight Mohbad, but it's another thing to gaslight us, because we are saying this. If there were no video evidence, you have your video evidence that you've recorded. Mohbad had his before he died, and he put it on the internet. Obviously, he did not have the influence, so we did not believe him or we did not take him seriously. But now that we've seen it and our eyes are open, you are coming to tell us that that never happened. No, Naira Marley, you just have to take a moment and own up to some shit. That will only make you look good, and that will only make you get your respect back. Yes, there's a chance you did not kill him. Yes, there's a possibility you had no direct cause to his death. That one day. But what you will not do is act like this boy did not suffer in the hands of your record label and in the hands of some things that you had done. That is something Naira Marley should not do, because we are not stupid. You can gaslight Mohbad to the point he ran mad, but you would not gaslight us. Even now that I'm seeing it, it looks like Mohbad even started having mental issues because he met you and you started gaslighting him. Because this doesn't look like a behavior that is only for the public. This looks like a behavior that you have in your own personal life, and you look like something you might even be doing in your relationship. Because this is the definition of gaslighting. Wow. Anyhow, I'm done talking on this issue. You guys can watch the interview and you can come, let's talk. Don't forget to let me know your comments and your thoughts below and what you think about the interview. Do you think Naira Marley did save himself? Do you think the interview changed your mind about anything? Or do you think it made it worse for him? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below, and let me know what part of the interview maybe shocked you, because so many parts shocked me.